Hey, welcome back. Happy Friday. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Doing a review on A Mirror of Deception. New on Tubi. I think it just dropped and it is trending right now. So, now with this one, I feel like if you are someone who indulges in suspense thriller type movies often, you're going to get the plot twist, if you will, rather quickly. I got it extremely fast. I knew that she had a twin that somehow got disconnected from her some kind of way. When she had that dream and she told her boyfriend that she dreamt there were two little girls and one got kidnapped, that's what I thought happened to either her or her twin, right? The one that's setting her up and trying to make her feel like she's losing her mind. Um, Now, when I found out that the dad sold her sister for crack money, that was, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, God, that is low down. But anybody that knew about the 80s and 90s, the crack epidemic was terrible, and stuff like that did happen back then. So when they were trying to, of course, the boyfriend was in cahoots. They're trying to make her lose her mind. I feel like realistically, I don't know if that would work. Like if I go somewhere, go to like there's that boutique that she liked to shop at. If I go somewhere that they know me, and then the owner says, "Well, how come you bought the same thing again?" I would know for a fact that that wasn't me. But they succeeded. Her twin sister and her boyfriend succeeded in making her think that she was like losing her mind. I will say I guess the evil twin, we'll call her, that buzz cut looks stunning on. I like that better on her than the wigs. It looked great. When I had my locks, I buzzed my hair and I actually kept it like that for a little while before I started growing it back. Um, but the way this ended, I said, if I don't get a part two, okay, I am storming the headquarters of Tubi, because the evil twin did succeed in basically stealing her life. And when she found out she had a twin and confronted her dad about it, I feel like the character should have put two and two together and said, okay, my twin must be the one setting me up. She didn't realize that until a little later on in the movie. So since I figured out the plot rather early, for me, it was pretty much just watching the main character, discover for herself. So at that point, I really wasn't looking for any more twists because I already figured it out. So the way this ended, she ends up in jail, and her evil twin ends up stealing her life as a real estate agent and living her life, and then she drops the bombshell that she's pregnant. So I'm going to assume you can't tell with Tubi movies. I can assume all day that there's going to be a sequel, but you can never tell because there's movies on Tubi where it's like this has to have a sequel, and then there's some where you feel like it may not have needed a sequel. Like that one that I did called I think it was Mommy May I or Mother May I don't know if that's going to have a sequel or not. Seems like it should, but this one did, because it's like I need to see people get justice. Okay, she's in prison for why did they arrest her anyway? I forgot why. But anyway, well, she did kill that in the beginning, the evil twin. Oops, excuse me, y'all. Adjusting the girls here. The evil twin and the boyfriend did kill that lady at the beginning, so I'm thinking that's why she got arrested. But this is very few times am I into sequels, but this is, to me, there's a difference between a sequel and a part two. A sequel to me is you're taking that story and building off of it right? Or you're somehow repeating the first story but adding different elements. Whereas a part two is a continuation of the first story. So, but they'll still probably say a mirror of deception too, just because that's how it works with the titles. But I'm definitely looking forward to a part two of this movie because you need one. It can't end like this. Justice for Keisha. Keisha was the good twin, and Kenya was the one that was it Kenya, something like that, was the one that was jacking everything up. Um, I expected her sad sob story to be a little bit more sad sob because she was like, well, I got adopted to this family and they always told me I was adopted. And then she was just like, I experimented with drugs and I did this and that. It just seems like she was a problem child on her own, not so much from the adopted parents, unless I missed something and wasn't listening. So it's like, girl, you could have had a good life. You just chose to, but you know what? I've never been adopted, so I guess I can't speak on that. I don't know how that feels. But it's like you do have to take accountability for yourself at a certain point in your life. And it's like, Kendra, you out here stealing people's identities. Like you could have reached out, found your sister. You know what's so crazy? She could have found her sister, explained the story. Like, look, I was adopted. I'm pretty sure she didn't know that the father sold her for money so he can get high. But she could have been like, I adopted. I want to find you. Keisha, the good twin, could have, taught her how to get into real estate. They could have been the twin sisters, real estates of Detroit. Like, you used your charisma for evil instead of good. Like, that would have been so much better. Like, hey, girl, look, I know this is crazy. I'm just finding out about you. Let's team up and become a duo. Like, they're both attractive. They both look, they're identical, right? Both attractive. We could have both been, dominating the real estate industry. And it's like, but you wanted to be evil lean there. But anyway, yeah, I need a part two to this. A Mirror of Deception on Tubi, now trending. Shout out to my 113 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed, but you can by hitting that button for me, all right? Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.